Taking a searching and fearless moral inventory of yourself is a lot like stepping into a dark, abandoned house. With a single candle, you are moving ahead despite your resistance, illuminating the hidden truths of your addiction. The goal of this process is to generate a complete, searching, and fearless written document. This is the exact moral inventory you will need to transition into Step 5. Before you write a single word, you need a few prerequisites in place. You must have completed Steps 1 through 3, you need an NA sponsor, a blank notebook, and a moment of silence to ask your higher power for courage. You might feel overwhelmed by the pressure to get every detail exactly right, but there are no perfect fourth steps. Expecting perfection is just a way to put off writing. What is required is an honest beginning. Surviving Step 4 relies entirely on the principle you learned in Step 3. You have to trust a higher power to guide the process, rather than relying on your own perfectionist standards. Let's set up your notebook. Draw a vertical line down the left side to create a wide margin. Once a thought hits the paper, it stays. No erasing and absolutely no editing. Work through your guide by writing each prompted question directly onto your paper. Whenever your answer to a question is yes, list specific examples. This rigid, unedited format serves a specific purpose. It prevents the disease of addiction from stepping in to filter, minimize, or hide the truth before it reaches the page. The first major section of your inventory deals with resentments. List out all the people, institutions, and concepts you hold anger toward, alongside the specific cause of that anger. As this flowchart shows, you will then shift the focus entirely. You move away from what the other person did and funnel directly into identifying your own underlying character defects. To uncover your true motives, ask yourself diagnostic questions. How did you behave selfishly in the situation? How did your own pride or fear manipulate the outcome? Documenting our part in these resentments forces us to stop expecting perfection from others. This is the specific mechanism that breaks the addict's cycle of self-righteousness. Next, evaluate your relationships. Broaden your definition to include family members, coworkers, and sexual partners. For each one, write a summary of how the dynamic affected you. The primary point of failure in this section is the temptation to catalog the wrongs committed by your partner. Keep the focus strictly on your own actions. Search your history for specific manipulative behaviors. Document the moments where you were intolerant, where you lied to get your way, or where you used self-pity as a weapon. Dissecting these relationship failures on paper exposes exactly how self-centeredness blocks your capacity for healthy, equal partnerships. Look at this list of negative emotions, the symptoms of self-obsession. Take these recurring feelings and map them directly to specific situations in your past. Now, document your deep, dark secrets. Write down the sources of your deepest shame and guilt. You must include the situations that make you feel guilty, even if you were not entirely at fault. Next, document the times you felt helpless. Trace these cycles of victimhood and analyze your own responsibility in either setting up the situation or perpetuating that pattern. Underneath almost all of these behaviors is fear. Make a comprehensive list of your specific fears, whether that's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of abandonment. Dragging these buried, toxic emotions out of your head and onto the paper neutralizes their power to secretly trigger future substance use. A searching and fearless inventory requires you to examine your character assets with the same honesty you applied to your liabilities. You must now look for the traits that work for you. Review this list of positive assets. For each trait you identify, write one distinct paragraph citing concrete examples of that asset in action. You will likely face resistance here. If you find yourself believing you are perfectly bad and have no good traits, reach out to your sponsor to help you see what you're missing. Documenting these assets provides the essential working blueprint for the person you are capable of becoming in recovery. By putting the truth on paper, you have dismantled the self-deceptions used to hide from yourself. The distorted self-image you maintained during addiction begins to dissolve as you look at the whole, objective picture of your life for the first time. This completed notebook stands as physical evidence of your willingness to be honest. It represents the first time you have chosen to rely on a power greater than yourself to face the reality of your past. Your next objective is clear. Prepare to take this physical document and share it in Step 5 with God, yourself, and another human being. Completing this document is the necessary step toward ending your isolation. It provides the clarity and self-knowledge you need to begin living by a new set of principles.